Hey guys, so I've decided to do a small series on products that I love so that you guys can maybe try some new things that have really worked out for me and may be useful for you. I have definitely found some really useful products from watching other videos on YouTube and reviews of various products, so I thought this would be a good opportunity for you guys to see what really works for me as far as skincare, hair, and everything in between, and maybe get some useful tips and try some new things. So I have a lot of things that I want to talk about briefly, so I want to get right into it. The first video I'm going to be doing, this video, is going to pertain to facial skincare, and these are all products that I've been using for an extended period of time that I absolutely love and maybe will be useful for you guys. So real quick, I want to describe briefly what type of skin that I have, because obviously the same products aren't going to work for everyone's skin. I have very, very dry skin that is prone to breakouts. When I say dry, I mean extremely dry, to the point where sometimes I cannot even wear face makeup because it will literally just flake off of my face and it looks disgusting. So very dry skin, and occasionally I also have like oily areas around my nose. Not so much my T-zone, but definitely like around my nose, and that's another area that I have frequent breakouts. A lot of you guys tell me that I have awesome skin, which is very flattering, but I really, really don't, and as much as I hate to say it, sometimes I feel like the lighting definitely makes my skin look better than it is because I'm so pale, so I'm constantly being washed out by like lighting. But in reality, my skin is far from perfect, so I am constantly looking for a regimen that works for me and my skin type. So I'm going to start with a couple cleansers that I found really work for me and my skin. The first one is Neutrogena Deep Clean Gentle Scrub, and this is awesome. You can get it at Target for about $5, and this is a really, really non-abrasive scrub, which is great for people who have sensitive skin like me. Some scrubs are very, very harsh and drying on your skin, and this is not one of them. So this is a really good scrub that you can use daily even. I like to use it in the shower or sometimes even in the morning before I put my moisturizer and makeup on. It's oil-free, so it won't clog your pores, and it leaves your skin feeling really soft. I used to use St. Ives Apricot Scrub a lot, which I know a lot of you guys are familiar with. It's really cheap and very popular, but I found that it was a little bit too harsh for my skin. It sometimes would give me like red areas just because the micro scrubbers or the scrubbers were too hard. The next product is Aveeno Clear Complexion Foaming Cleanser, and I've used this for a few years. I absolutely love it. I really like Aveeno products because they're very gentle on your skin. Now this does contain salicylic acid. I think the content is 0.5%, which is relatively low, so if you have sensitive skin, it is not going to be overly drying. This is also oil-free, so it will not clog your pores, and you can get it at Target or Walmart for about $7. The next cleanser is this Lineless Foaming Cleanser by Dr. Brandt, and you can get this at Sephora. This is a trial size that came with my Clarisonic. I believe the full-size bottle is $40, but I had the opportunity to try this just because it came with my kit, and I wanted to see, how it worked. I would not gravitate towards this normally because it is kind of along the lines of an anti-aging cleanser, which is not really typically what I would buy, but I love this so much, and I want to show you kind of what it does. So it comes out and it's like orange, and it smells really good, like citrusy, and it foams up so much. So I'm going to try to see if I can do it on my hand a little bit, and hopefully you guys can see this. A little bit of product will really generate a lot of foam. Anyways, it's like a really rich foamy lather, and although this is not a scrub at all and it's simply a cleanser, it leaves my skin so smooth, and it also smells really good. It's like very citrusy, kind of like oranges and lemons, and I love it. So as soon as I run out of this, I will definitely be buying the full size. This cleanser also works great in conjunction with your Clarisonic if you use that as a skincare tool. Really, really great product. I love it. This is another sample that I got with my Clarisonic kit, and it's by Pierre Thomas Roth, called Anti-Aging Cleansing Gel, And you can see that I've used a good amount of it, and I also have used this with my Clarisonic as a tool. And I love this. It's oil-free. It has salicylic acid in it, so that's good if you have skin that breaks out or you have acne. It smells really, really good. It's very mild, but I found that it leaves my skin really soft and I like it. Again, not something that I would typically pick out as it is an anti-aging cleanser, but I really, really have enjoyed using this product, and it is for all skin types, so no matter what kind of skin you have, you might want to try this out. And if you are interested in trying this out, you can get the full size from Sephora at about $35, I believe. And really quickly, because I know a few of the products that I'm discussing are from Sephora, a really awesome thing about Sephora is that you can literally sample any product before you buy it. So you can literally take it home, try it, and if you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. And all you have to do if you would like to get samples from them is you need to ask an associate at Sephora, and they will gladly give you a sample of the product for free. Now I want to move on to a couple face masks that I really like. The first one is by Botanics. It is the Conditioning Clay Mask by Botanics from Target. You can purchase this for $9. This is probably the best mask that I have ever used in my life, and I am not even kidding. So to use this, you just put it all over your face on a thin layer, and it's dark green, and you'll know when it's dry because it will fully turn to a lighter shade of green, and you leave it on for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you just wash it off with warm water. I was a little skeptical to try this because clay can be really drying on your skin, but it claimed that it was not a drying product, so I decided to give it a try, and I'm so glad I did because this has literally done wonders for my skin. You really only need to use this like once or twice a week. Looks like that, so it's like a really dark green, and let me just tell you that it literally will pull the blackheads from your pores, because if any of you guys get blackheads like me, you know that they're gross, and I get them really on my nose and around the sides of my nose, and sometimes I get them on my chin, and this literally will pull them completely out. And let me show you what I'm talking about. I have literally tried everything to get rid of blackheads, like Biore pore strips, blackhead eliminating scrubs. Nothing really works for me, and I know some people have really had success with like the pore strips, but while they will remove maybe one or two of my blackheads, they really just pull on my skin and irritate my skin, and I have not had really any success with them. So this is an amazing, amazing product if you have blackheads. The next mask that I really like is this Hydroxy mask by St. Ives, and it's a peel-off mask that you can use. I use it maybe once a month, and I really like it because it removes oil that's built up in my pores around areas that are prone to breakouts, and it also removes dead skin cells. I think this product was actually discontinued, but I did purchase it at Walmart for, I believe, $4 or $5. Now I'm going to move on to moisturizers, and I know that I've been rambling on about everything, and I need to start kind of speeding it up so I can get through everything that I want to talk about. The first moisturizer that I love is this Futur-E moisturizer by L'Oreal. You can get this at Walmart for about $11, and this is a really great everyday moisturizer that has sunscreen. Whenever you're going to be outside or in the sun at all, you always want to wear a moisturizer that has a sunscreen in it. So this is a great everyday one, and if I'm going to be out in the sun a little bit more, I like to use this Everyday Protection Face Lotion by Eucerin, and this has SPF 30, so it's going to give you a little bit more protection against the sun. And you can get this at Walmart for about $8. If my skin is extra dry, I like to use this hydrating serum underneath of my moisturizer, and this is also by Boots. You can buy this at Target for about $8. This is very moisturizing, and like I said, you can use it under a moisturizer for added moisture, and it just kind of absorbs into your skin once you apply it to your face. By the same brand, I also like this facial moisturizer. It's called Advanced Hydration, and you can get this at Target for $15. It does not have a sunscreen in it, so if you're going to be outside, you're going to need to additionally use a sunscreen, but this is really great for dry, sensitive skin as well. Another moisturizer that I love is this Face Finishing Moisturizer by Perricone MD, and you can buy this at Sephora. This is a little bit more on the expensive side of things. I believe for a full-size tub, it goes from $65 to $100. This came with my Clarisonic kit, and I've been using it, and I love it. Now, this is very interesting because this actually contains DMAE, which is essentially fish oil, and I know that sounds really gross, but it actually really makes your skin look radiant and shiny and healthy, and I really like this product. Again, this does not contain sunscreen either, so if you're going to use this, you need to also apply a sunscreen. I also like MAC's Studio Moisture Cream, and you can get this at MAC for $32. Sometimes if I have specific areas of dryness, I like to put this on right before I put my makeup on, in addition to my daily moisturizer that I may have put on earlier that day. For nighttime, I like to use this Neutrogena Light Night Cream, and as you can see, it is almost completely gone, and this is like my third or fourth tub. I use this all the time. It's very light but also pretty moisturizing. It's not heavy at all. The next product that I want to talk about is this Organic Face Super Balm, also by Boots, and you can tell I love this brand. I don't know if you can see, but it is a little bit oily, and it does not clog your pores, but it's just a little bit greasy, so you don't really want to wear it during the day. What I like to use this for is under my eyes. For some reason, the skin under my eyes gets really, really dry in the wintertime, and the skin around my mouth as well. So I will put this around my mouth and under my eyes and any other areas that are really dry before I go to sleep. You can also get this at Target. It's $9, and what I really love about this is it's just a really great thing to put on your face at night for really dry areas. And of course, another great product that is somewhat similar and also alleviates dry skin is Vaseline. I use this on my lips a lot because I do tend to get like cracking. I'm a little skeptical and scared to use this on my face because I'm concerned that it might clog my pores. But for your lips, as a lip treatment, like a hydrating lip treatment at night, Vaseline is amazing. It's so great, and it's like a couple dollars, so you cannot go wrong. Everyone needs to own a gigantic tub of Vaseline. Now I want to move on to a couple products that I use that contain acne medication. The first one is this Clean and Clear Deep Astringent, and I've been using this for seriously like 8 years. I'm not even kidding. It's awesome. It has 2% salicylic acid in it, and really what you need to do is apply this with a cotton ball. Because this contains salicylic acid and also has an alcohol base, it can be a little bit drying, but that's why I like to do it before I go to bed under my moisturizer. The next thing I really love is this anti-blemish serum, also by Boots. You can buy this at Target for $8, and this is really awesome. So it's a gel when it comes out, and really what you do is you want to apply it to your face after it's clean, and it will absorb into your skin, and then you can follow it with a moisturizer. I use this under my moisturizer and makeup during the day, especially if I have specific areas where I'm breaking out. Now, as far as makeup removers go, there's really only one product that I use, and I use these Garnier Detoxifying Wet Cleansing Wipes. These are amazing. I keep a bag of these in my car. I keep them in my purse. These each come with 25 little towelettes, and you can get these at Target for about $5. The last thing I want to talk about are a few lip products that I really, really like. So the first one I want to talk about is Skin Logic's Lip Appeal, and you can get this at beautycontrol.com for $20, and it's really a two-step system. So the first step is this white kind of exfoliating cream, and you just put this all over your lips. It looks like this, and you wait for it to dry, and then with a wet washcloth you wipe it off, and it removes all the dead skin cells and dry spots on your lips. And then the second step is this hydrating balm that you put on afterwards. The next thing I love is MAC's lip conditioner, and you can get this at MAC for about $15, and this is awesome. It has SPF 15, so you can use it during the day if you're going to be outside, and it's just like a really hydrating lip treatment. It's not heavy, it smells really good, so I really like this product. Finally, the last product I want to talk about is Smith's Rosebud Salve, and this is my go-to product for so many things, including the fact that it's a really hydrating lip treatment. It looks like this, and I know it comes in a couple different flavors, and this is like the original flavor. I use this for everything, and I am not even kidding when I say that. I use it as a really quick remedy for if I have chapped or dry lips. Another awesome use for this product, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but if any of you guys suffer from razor burn in any area, this will work wonders. I'm telling you, if you have razor burn, put this on and it will completely alleviate that like itchy sensation that is associated with razor burn. So that concludes my first video of products that I love. I hope that you guys found this information useful and helpful, and maybe you'll even try a couple of the products out. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.